वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. Dear brothers and sisters, you will recall that in my last post I had started discussing the Bani as composed by saint poets and included in Shri Guru Granth Sahib. I had started talking about Kabir ji and Ravidas ji. I stated that Kabir ji, born in Banaras, was against all kinds of rituals and casteism as were prevalent in Hindu and Muslim societies. He particularly criticized the higher class people who considered the other people as belonging to lower castes. He says in one of his sloks, कबीर मेरी जात को सबको हंसने हार बलिहारी इस जात को जय जप्यो सिरजनहार. It means that whatever may be the cost of the person, but if he remembers God living in that cost is precious, that cost is important, significant. He advises us to remember God, to attach ourselves with God, and lead a pious life. There are certain sloks and other hymns which are included by his disciples in other composition, including Bijak. But Guru Granth Sahib has selected some of those hymns and sloks and included therein. For example, one of his sloks was कबीरा खड़ा बाजार में सबकी मांगे खैर ना काहूं से दोस्ती ना काहूं से बैर. This slok is not found in Shri Guru Granth Sahib. So whatever Kabir said, he just wanted us to guide that how we can lead a noble path of life by remembering God's name. For that, he has advised us to adopt virtues and leave the company of the evil people. In one of his sloks, he says, "Kabir sangat kariye साथ की है अंत करे निर्वाह साकर संग न कीजिए जाते होए बिना." It means that we should associate with the saintly people and not with the cynics who do not love God, who do not remember the Almighty. He also stressed upon the fact that we must concentrate on the name of the God with full dedication. It means true love for God should be there. In one of his hymns, he says, वेद कतेब इफ्तरा पाई दिल का फिक्र न जाए टुकदम करारी जो करो हाजिर हजूर खुदाए. It means that even if we read Ved and other scriptures, but we do not concentrate on God's name with dedication and devotion, it's of no use. We will not be peaceful. But if we remember God even for a moment with concentration in our mind and dedication and devotion, then God will appear before us. That is true love. So he emphasized upon the true love. Kabirji knew that God was all powerful and whatever was being done, it was done by God only. We are not that competent that we should do anything. He says, ना हम कबीर ना हम किया ना करेंगे ना कर सके शरीर क्या जानो कि हर किया भयो कबीर कबीर. He says that everything is done by God, but people think that Kabir had done it. It means that whatever respect we command, whatever honor we get in this world, it is because of the things which God had done for us and not by us. People are mistaken. They may be thinking that we have done it, but Kabirji knew that God was all powerful and it was God only who could do everything for us. So we should attach ourselves only with God's name. When we lead a pious life, remembering God, then only our life becomes useful. Before I discuss the next saint poet, that is Bhagavad Ravidas ji, I would like to admit that in my last post, I committed a mistake by saying that the Shabad, जब हम होते तब तुम नहीं, अब तुम ही हम नहीं, is the composition of Bhagavad Ravidas ji. In fact, it is a composition of Bhagat Kabir ji. The error is highly regretted. Bhagat Ravidas ji also loved God, and it is visible in each of his verses. His humility is also reflected at every step. When he considered himself poor, low, and ignorant, as I had quoted last time, he only said that God is powerful, and he craved for the divine union, union with the divine, with which he had been separated since long. He says, बहुत जन्म बिछरे थे माधो, ये जन्म तुम्हारे लेखे, क्या रविदास, आस लग जीवो, चिर भयो दर्शन देखे. Ravidas ji also expresses his love for God in many of his verses. There is nobody like, he considers God as redeemer of all our evils. There is nobody like him who can make the lowly great by his grace. Says he, ऐसी लाल तुझ बिन कौन करे, गरीब निवाज गुसैया मेरा माथे छतर तरे. That is, only God can protect the poor, and the Lord of the world only can bring honor to them. According to him, the human soul is only a particle of the divine. The difference between the two is like the difference between the gold and the ornament, the water and the waves. He rejects distinction between man and man on the basis of caste or creed. For, as he says, in the word behind, no such differentiation will be acknowledged. When we talk of other saint poets whose contribution is quite significant in Sri Guru Granth Sahib, the name of Bhagat Namdev Ji comes before us. His 61 hymns in 13 ragas appear in the holy compilation. Bhagat Namdev Ji also loved God, and his hymns express his deep love for him. In one of his hymns, which is very popular and is often sung by ragis, he says that the name of God is just like a sport for me, as a stick is used by the blind person, he using that sport. I would like to sing the two lines of this very popular and very beautiful holy hymn. मैं अंधले की टेक तेरा नाम खुंदकारा, मैं अंधले की टेक तेरा नाम खुंदकारा, मैं गरीब मैं मस्कीन तेरा नाम है आधारा, मैं अंधले की टेक तेरा नाम खुंदकारा. Bhagat Namdev Ji, who belonged to Maharashtra, has also given the way, has also mentioned the way as how to connect ourselves with God. He says that while doing anything in the world, it means that whatever work we are doing in this world, because we have to do so many things for our earning our livelihood and other things. So he says whatever we do, we have to focus our attention, our mind on the name of God only. In one of his hymns, he says, मन राम नामा बेदियले, जैसे कनक कला चित मांडियले. It means that our mind should be focused on the name of the Lord, as goldsmith focuses his attention on the gold when he is doing work on the gold in the fire. He has given many other examples also in this hymn. Last example given by him is that of a woman who does all the works in the house, but her attention is always focused upon the child who is lying in the cradle. If the child starts weeping, she will immediately come to him. It means that when we are doing anything in this world, any work, we must keep our attention focused upon God. That is why there is a concept in Gurmat that is known as Man Bachan Karam. It means if whatever we think in the mind, whatever we speak with our tongue, and whatever we do, we have to remember God always. Suppose a person who is speaking something and he's speaking rudely, then it means that he is not remembering God. Because if God is in his mind, then he will not speak rudely with anyone. Similarly, we cannot do anything wrong when God is in our mind, and we remember that God is within us as well as within others. So all these things Bhagat Namdev ji has emphasized in his hymns to show us the way how we can focus our attention on the name of the Lord and make our life meaningful and useful. I will be talking further about these saint poets and Bhagat Farid ji, whose Bani is also included in Shri Guru Granth Sahib, and he is also one of the maximum contributors whose Bani is significantly big, I mean. It's Shabad as well as sloks. So I will be talking about them in the next post. I will be talking about other saint poets also, whose hymns are one or two included herein. So till then, I will take your leave. Kindly go on liking these posts and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget, subscribe to our channel, and others also should be persuaded to do so. I shall be grateful. Our channel is Uniqueness of Sikhism. Thank you very much. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.